The end of school homeroom ends. That doesn't seem grammatically correct. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but to me that just sounds weird. And students start to disappear from the classroom. I would normally go to the student council room, but since Tosaka told me to go straight home, I should do so. The gate is still locked. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I came home this early. I usually help someone or go out to work, so it's rare for me to come straight home. Usually, the gate would be open and Sakura would be preparing dinner inside when I got home. Maybe I've grown so accustomed to it after a year that I forgot how important it was. I realize how grateful I am for Sakura, just by the simple action of opening a locked gate. I'm home, and I don't care. I call out and step into the hallway. As I try to enter the living room, the blonde-haired girl appears. You are back, Master. The girl looks straight at me. For a moment, all sense of reality crumbles on me. There's a beautiful woman in my house. What should I do? Shiro, did you not just return home? Perhaps the surprise transferred to the girl as she says this with a bit of surprise. She calls my name in a quiet voice. That finally returns my sense of reality. Oh, it's Saber, right? Sorry, it was so sudden, I was surprised. Just for an instant, I mistook her for a normal girl. I was on standby as Master ordered, but was I wrong? No, it was a misunderstanding, so don't worry about it. Anyway, how are you feeling? You said you'd be sleeping frequently, so, There's no problem with staying awake. No, it is better to sleep at times of battle, but that would cause my senses to dull. I should move around periodically, or my body will be slow when I will need it the most. I see. You're right now that you mention it. Humans get headaches from sleeping too much, and it's not like you're sleeping because you're sleepy. It's because I'm an incompetent master and I can't provide you with enough mana. Yes, there's no fatigue required to require sleep. But Shiro, do you get a headache when you sleep too much? Of course. Usually you'll get sick if you sleep for half a day. In my case, I'll wake up from the headache, so I won't be able to sleep for half a day. That is a strange story. It does not happen to me. I can sleep as much as I want. Now and in the past. I think that's wrong for a living thing, Saber. It's a waste to sleep all day. It's more fun to wake up and play when you're not sleepy. You're right. Less time is wasted that way. Right, you're like that now because of me, but go back to your normal cycle when your bond with me ends. It's not for me to say, but if this becomes a habit and you sleep all day, people might think of you as lazy. Ah, she's anything but that, Shiro. It may be too late. People might have thought of me. People might have thought so of me already. She creases her brow and ponders. It was just lighthearted, but it seems like Saber doesn't get normal jokes. Now, she takes everything seriously, which you'll find out. We move into the living room. It seems Saber wants to know what happened today, so I decide to tell her about the boundary field at school that Tosaka told me about. Sacrifice! I see. That master must be planning to use the people gathered at the school as a sacrifice. Frankly, yes. Tosaka said it should take more time, though. I feel the same way. It will take time to construct such a large-scale boundary field. The school is a building that can be easily locked up, so it must be an altar chosen as a temple. To completely activate a boundary field of that scale, at least 10 days are needed. "10 days. I felt something strange 2 days ago on Saturday, so that means we still have about 8 more days. That's the same as Tosaka's estimate. And you'd think we'd have more than enough time to capture whoever's doing it, but since we're a complete idiot, that's probably not going to happen. Yes, it does not matter if that boundary field is to gather sacrifices or to solidify the defenses, as it will be a problem if we allow it to be completed. I hope I will be able to find the master that created this boundary field before that. Or we will be able to find him. Yeah, Tosaka said it would be difficult, but he should be easy to identify since the master will be lurking at school. Let's find him somehow and stop the boundary field. The instant they think of setting up a boundary field at school, they must be someone associated with the school. A student or a teacher. I'll try to search the school as thoroughly as possible during lunch from tomorrow on and try to find anyone suspicious. And yeah, the problem of which servant that master has. No, that'll only be clear when I actually encounter it. Then, I should think about a servant I have already encountered. Saber is awake right now, so this would be a good time to ask. Alright then. Oh god. Alright, well let's go ahead and save here. Alright, so should ask about Lancer, about Archer, about Berserker. Alright, so servant we've already encountered. We have encountered all 3 of these servants. So I don't know really if it really matters which one we ask about. Fuck. Trying to think which one is like, I guess it depends like which one would be more important to ask about. Like, we know, well, we've encountered all 3 of these, so I'm like, I don't know. I guess let's just go with Lancer number 1. Let's just pick a random one here. That guy. I'll ask about the first servant I encountered, Lancer. Saber fought with him, and it seems like she realized who he was. Yeah, I guess that would be some important details there. Hey, Saber, about Lancer, do you know who he is? He's the child of light! Huh? Lancer? Yeah, you were saying something when you chased him. Or when you chased him out. About Ireland or something. So I thought you might have discovered his identity.
ああ、そういうことですか。驚きました。シローが他のサーバントの正体を知りたがるとは思っていなかったもので。
Oh, I see your point now. I'm surprised. I did not think you would be interested in knowing your enemy's true identity. Well, I kind of have to know your enemy's true identity if you want to be able to defeat your enemy. I mean, at least to better defeat your enemy, to, you know, try to figure that out. If you know their true identity, then you know their noble phantasm, etc., etc. So, I mean, it's probably good if you know who the fuck you're fighting. I heard you have to know about them, but why do you look so happy about it, Saber?
シローが戦う気になっているからです。正体を知った相手ならば対策が立てられる。まず弱点が分かった相手から仕留めるのは戦いの常道ですから。
Because you are showing the will to fight, we can come up with strategies against a servant whose true identity we know. It is an appropriate battle tactic to first bring down the ones whose weaknesses are known. I have no intention of going out to fight someone who isn't attacking me, but it'd only end in the conversation if I said that now. Anyways, Lancer's true identity, so I guess you know, Saber.
はい。あの構想と全身に帯びたルーンの守り。加えて戦いではなく、生き延びることに特化した能力があって。
That red lance and those runic protections around his body, and on top of that, his abilities specialized in survival. There can be no mistake. His true name is Coolin. He is the great hero of Ireland, wielder of the devil lance Gaebolg. Coolin? It's a name I've never heard before, and one I can barely pronounce. Well, I don't know much about Irish mythology, so I guess that's only natural. So, is he strong, this Coolin guy? He is not famous in this country, so his existence is diminished, but he still has more than enough power. His agility is second to none, and I believe his noble phantasm is the most suitable for this war. Noble phantasm? Oh, that lance. Come to think of it, his lance moved strangely at the end. Is that the Gaebolg thing? Probably. There are many variations on Gaebolg's legend. How is that even possible? They say it is a cursed lance thrown using the legs, a devil lance that grows 1,000 thorns once it stabs its enemy. Aren't those just completely different legends? Can you really call it a legendary weapon? There's more. Many abilities of Gaebolg are handed down in the legends, but in every one is the fact that it will always pierce the heart. I thought it was the ability of the possessor rather than the power of the weapon, but it seems I was wrong. The nature of the devil lance, Lancer's Gaebolg, is to always pierce the heart. Oh. That said, I can recall vividly that night. The lance thrust at Saber's feet, moved in an impossible fashion, and went toward her heart. So his lance is Yes, it is a devil lance, guaranteed to strike the opponent's heart when used. It must be bending space or changing the order of cause and effect. Either way, it must be Lancer's skill and the curse of the lance itself. There is no weapon more efficient in hand-to-hand combat. It has no unnecessary aspects. No unnecessary aspects? What do you mean by that? I don't think any lance could do that. Do you not understand? Lancer's lance cannot destroy a castle, but it is enough to kill one person. I think any lance is enough to kill one person. Or two. Or three, or actually quite a few. Never mind. Noble phantasms require different amounts of magical energy depending on their scale. A servant with a rank A noble phantasm will need great amounts of magical energy in order to use it. Once it is used, time is needed to replenish the magical energy that is lost. But to kill one person, no, one servant, you do not need great power. If you can kill your opponent with one blow, then there is no better result. So you mean there's less cost for one arrow than for one cannonball? That is a random as fuck analogy. And I don't really see how it relates to this, but okay. Yes, but arrows would not hit a servant. As a result, battling servants end up firing cannons at each other, but no, I guess in terms of strength, the strength of their noble phantasms, I guess that makes some sense. Lancer's Gaebulg is a lance that allows this arrow to hit, huh? Not only that, but it hits the heart where it will definitely take the opponent's life. That is correct, and on top of that, not much magical energy is needed to use it. With that amount of magical energy usage, there should be no need to replenish magical energy even if he uses it 7 times. That is why his Devil Lance is well suited for this war. A normal servant must rest after fighting a few times, but Lancer is able to fight 6 battles in a row. Well, that is on the condition that each must be one-on-one. So he's a servant who's not flashy, but can definitely win, huh? He seemed to be doing a lot of useless stuff, though. He was playing around with me as well. Right, it seems Lancer is an inconsistent person. He was heartless, but he also has a side that was difficult to hate. I feel the same way, but we can't let our guard down. He stabbed me through the heart as if he was cutting grass. Servants like Berserker and Lancer have no hesitation when it comes to using their weapons. Probably because they want to kill you? Then, about one of the others. Hold on, Shiro. Someone has entered the gate of this place. You can sense such a thing? What? It's this time already? Crap, Sakura is probably back. I quickly stand up. I hear the sound of the doorbell from the entrance. Excuse me. I can hear Sakura's voice. Saber, I'm sorry, but...
分かっています。部屋に戻っていますから、私のこと
I
は
know.
気にせ
I
ず。
will return to the room, so please do not be concerned about me. Saber leaves for her room. And in her place...
ただいま。
Oh no, not you.
ちゃんと先に帰ってたわ
I'm
ね。
home. Well done, you came home early like I asked you to. Tosaka is holding a grocery bag and...
お邪魔します先輩。珍しいですね。先輩がこんな早くから帰ってきてくれるなんて。
Excuse me, senpai. It's rare for you to be home this early. Sakura comes in, smiling happily.
よし。準備は完璧。
Alright, preparations are perfect.
それじゃあ始
Then
めると
let's
しましょう
begin.
か。
Tosaka shouts and goes into the kitchen. She's gonna give us burned food or something, isn't she? Sakura looks at her worriedly.
先輩、お夕飯の支度なんですけど。
Senpai, about dinner preparation.
今日は遠坂の番だからいい。さくらは朝作ってくれたんだから夜は任せてくれ。遠坂がいるうちは
Your cooking is fucking terrible! Oh, it's Tosaka's turn today, so you don't have to worry about it. You made breakfast today, so leave the dinner to us. We'll make dinner as long as Tosaka's here. But I wanted to cook for you, senpai.
そうします。
Oh, yes, if you say so, I will do that. Sakura sits on the cushion obediently. There is a flashy, fiery sound coming from the kitchen, but there's nothing dangerous looking about Tosaka's appearance from behind. She's probably gonna burn the house
それ
down.
なら任せても大丈夫だな。
I guess it's okay to trust her. So there's no point in staying here. There's Saber to think about, so I should go back to my room until dinner is prepared.
ちょっと部屋で休んでくれ。藤根がやってきたらたまには風呂を沸かすように。
I'm going to rest in my room. If Fujine comes, tell her to prepare the bath herself once in a while.
どうぞごゆっくり先輩。ご飯の支度ができたら呼びに行き
Ah,
ますね。
yes. Please take your time, senpai. I will come and get you when dinner's ready.
なあ
It's like you have two fucking maids at your house
部屋に
now.
来るときはノックを忘れないで。
Yeah. Oh, don't forget to knock when you come to my room, because I might be masturbating. It's a little before 6 o'clock from the way things are going, it looks like dinner will be at around 7 o'clock. When I get back to the room, Saber is asleep in the room next to mine.
なんだ。なんか話そうと思っ
Man,
たの
I thought I could talk to her. I click my tongue and sit on a cushion.
何言ってんだか。聖杯戦争のこと以外何話していいかもわからな
Hey,
いくせに
what am I saying? I don't even know what I talked to her about other than this Holy Grail War stuff. Anyways, didn't I have trouble talking to Saber?
ま、いいけどさ。眠ってるの
Oh
は
well,
それで
if she's asleep, it's fine. I say that and just stare at the clock. Yesterday's dinner was just me, Saber, and Tosaka. But today, it'll be 5 people, including Sakura and Fujine.
あ、いや
My
セイバーは
entourage
ダ
of
メだ
women is increasing. Oh no, Saber can't come. As long as Sakura and Fujine are there, I can't let Saber out of this room.
セイバー朝飯
I wonder if
食ったの
Saber ate breakfast. Saber was nodding while eating dinner last night. Judging from that, I guess it's not like she doesn't need food.
昼飯は用意しなかったし腹減ってるよな
I didn't
そりゃ
prepare lunch for her. Of course she'll be hungry. Once Sakura and Fujine go home, I have to warm up dinner and serve it to her. She'll need to eat alone, but that can't be helped. Ellipsis. Imagining Saber eating by herself is really annoying me. Shiro, are you awake? Tosaka knocks on the door and looks inside.
遠坂なん
Tosaka,
だ
what's
な
up?
んか用か
何って夕食なんだけど。でき
Dinner
たから
time.
来て。
It's ready, so come along. That time already, huh? I get up and leave the room, glancing at the sleeping saber. Oh my god, no, why are you here?
ほら見てよこの料理。なんと遠坂さんは長らく不在だった中華料理ができる人だったのだ。
Oh, there you are! Hey, look at this stuff! Finally, Tosaka-san's here! We have someone who can cook Chinese food! Fujine is looking excitedly at all the food prepared on the table. Now that she mentions it, the food certainly is Chinese. And burnt. Forgot to mention it's burnt, because she can't cook, right, Chiro? Right, Chiro? I'm pretty sure she can't cook. On the 4 big plates are crab with eggs, ew. Shredded beef with pepper, some stir-fry of an elegant-looking meat I've never seen before with vegetables, probably because it's the mystery meat, and a plate full of steamed meat dumplings. Again, mystery meat. There are salads on the side plates, and various follow-ups are ready. Put simply, it's the kind of gorgeous dinner Fujine loves, and will never shut the fuck up about. I'm surprised. I was expecting you to make Western-style dishes.
本当は洋風を考えてたそうですよ。けど中華料理は誰も作らないって言ったら、なら私が作るって。
Oh, she was actually thinking of Western-style dish, but when I told her that no one at our house cooks Chinese, she said she would.
なんでそう隙間をつくような人生しか送れないのか、あいつは。なあ、さくら。遠坂と一緒に帰ってきたけど、あれは一緒に買い物に行ってたのか？
Why does she have to live her life poking at holes? Hey Sakura, you came home with Tosaka, so did you actually go shopping with her?
はい。遠坂先輩、弓道部が終わるまで待っててくれたんです。それで帰り道がてら、2人で買い出しに行
Yes,
ってました。
Tosaka-senpai was waiting for me when the archery club finished, so we went grocery shopping on our way back.
そうなのか。なんだ。思った
Oh,
より
you
か。
You would never guess, Shiro. I see. Wow, you two are closer than I thought.
そうですね。遠坂先輩とは学校でもよく話してましたから。私のどこが気に入られたかわからないんですけど、入学した頃から親切にしてもらって
Yes,
ます。
we've talked often at school. I don't know why she likes me, but she has been nice to me ever since I entered the school. Wow. She really is a nice senpai at school.
おしゃべりはいいから早く食べよう。私もうお腹ペコペコ。
Let's quit talking and eat! I'm hungry already! Fujine sits down happily.
だってさ、2人も早く座ったら。中華物って冷めると犯罪的にまずい。
Like she says, why don't you two sit down too? Chinese food gets really bad when it gets cold. Saying this coldly, Tosaka sits down as well. I sit down silently. Everyone bows and eats the food. Annoyingly, it's good. I've never cooked Chinese because I thought it all tastes the same, but this is so good it makes me realize it was just prejudiced.
うわ、すごいすごい。こんなにご飯を美味しくさせる料理は久しぶりだよ。遠坂さんに100点をあげましょう。
Wow, this is great! It's been a while since I've had food that makes rice taste so good! Yeah, I'll give you top score on this one!
ありがとうございます。先生のように素直に感想を言ってもらえると私も嬉
Thank
しい
you,
で
I'm
す。
pleased to receive an honest response like that.
はい、私も中華を見直しました。辛いのって苦手なんですけど、すごく美味しい
Yes, I have a better opinion of Chinese food now. I'm not good with hot food, but this is really good. Sakura is happily enjoying the food too. After watching this with a smile. Tosaka Rin looks at me with an expression of triumph.
なんだよ、なんか言いたそうだったよ。
What? You look like you want to say something.
別に
Oh my god.
みんなに気に入ってもらえてよかったなって。まあ、若干一名素直じゃないの
How do I say that?
それはそれで楽しいからよしとしましょう。
Nothing.
得意分野で負けちゃった気持ちはわかるし。
I'm just glad everyone's enjoying the food. Well, One isn't being honest, but that's fun in its own way, so I'll call it good. I understand what it feels like to lose at something you're good at. Oh!
そうか。さてはお前、昨日俺に飯作らせたのはこっちの戦力分。
Gah! I see. Then you made me cook last night to gauge my potential.
はい。今日の教訓は手の内は常に隠しておく。
Yes, today's lesson is always hide your potential. She says this happily and starts eating her own food. I knew that Tosuka was evil. Dinner is more lively than I was expecting. Sakura and Tosuka are a good senpai and junior, and Fujine is completely friends with Tosuka now. But what about Saber? Well, I have no complaints about a fun meal. No complaints, but I feel like there's something wrong with all of us eating right now. There's another member of the house you need to introduce, Shiro. More women. I stand up. I just noticed, I haven't noticed this before, there's a fucking lion on her mug. Or not a lion, but never mind, a fucking tiger. A lion, what am I talking about? A tiger on her mug. Oh, yeah, get the joke, tiger. Huh? What, Shiro? Going to the bathroom?
Yeah.
No, I forgot something. I'll bring her here, so wait. Oh no. No! When I leave the living room, Tosuka is staring at me silently. This should be interesting. I just couldn't take it. That's the only reason. I don't like it when she's in the same house but alone. So, before considering the consequences, I grab her hand. Shiro doesn't seem like he really considers consequences in general. Shiro, what are you doing all of a sudden? Just come with me, I'll introduce you to everyone. Are you insane? Hold on, this is... I'm taking you because I'm sane. Here, let's go. Whatever happens later can be dealt with. Hey, Shiro. Oh. I grab Saber's hand and take her to the living room. Sorry, Tosuka. Can I add one more? Tosuka doesn't object. But Fujine and Sakura are looking at Saber with astonishment. It's a bit late, but let me introduce her. Because that's a normal name, isn't it, Shiro? Her name is Saber, and we're going to be taking care of her for a while. As you can tell, she's a foreigner, not used to living in Japan, so please help her with that. There's no reaction from the two. That's only natural, but I don't have enough composure to care about them right now. Here, sit here, Saber. It's better to eat with everyone. Even these people that have become black and white and devoid of color. That is certainly more efficient, but I... Don't be reserved. After all, you're going to be living together with us from now on. Since we're living in the same house, it's natural to eat together. Yes, if Shiro says so, I will obey. You can't do... Oh god! You can't do that! My ears! My ears are ringing. Did we just get hit? What's wrong with you, Shiro? You bring not only Tosuka-san, but a girl like this too? Since when did your place turn into a hotel? What?
坂がいいんならセイバーだっていいだろ。
It'll be fine. It's not as big as a hotel, so we can lend a room or two. Tosuka's staying is fine. Saber should be fine too. No, we just got hit again.
ないでしょう。遠坂さんは認めるけど、そんな得体の知れない子なんて
No
知らない
way!
よ
I approve of Tosuka-san, but I don't know about this stranger. Who is she anyways?
どこの子って。
That is a terrible lie.
よくわからない事情があって親父を頼ってやってる。
Who? She's a distant relative of mine. She had some problems, so she came here, counting on father.
そんな作り話信じられない。だいたいね、仮にそうだとしても、どうして
Actually, even though he is lying, there is some truth to that. Like, she's not a relative, but she is definitely related to Kiritsugu in some way. I can't believe such a ridiculous story. Even if it were the case, why did she come to your house? There's no way Kiritsugu-san would have an acquaintance in another country. She can't really say that. No, she can't. Because father was a simpleton who went to foreign countries all the time. He would have more acquaintances overseas than in Japan.
ないとは言い切れないけど、それにしたって
Well, I can't say that, but it's still strange.
何のためにここ
You,
に来たのよ。
why did you come here? Fujine glares at Saber.
あいや
Well,
だから
that's...
シロは黙ってなさい。と、セイバーさん、私はあなたに聞いて
You'll be
るんだよ
quiet, Shiro! Saber-san, I'm asking you. Saber is silent. It's only natural. Saber doesn't have any reason to go along with my lies, nor dexterous enough mind, so she...
さあ、私はキリツグの言葉に従っただ
I
け
do
で
not
すか
know.
ら。
I was only doing as Kiritsugu said. Well, I guess she does. You don't know Saber very well, do you, Shiro?
キリツグさんがシロを頼むって
Kiritsugu-san entrusted Saber to you? Or Shiro. Shiro!
あらゆる
God
敵
damn
から
it.
シロを守るようにと。
Yes, he told me to defend Shiro from all enemies. Quietly. Saber says this with the greatest purity. Who could object to that? Even if it's a lie, it's the ultimate truth for Saber herself. Even Fujine can't object to those words. But she stands up with a frown, glaring at Saber.
いいわ。そこまで言うんなら腕前を見せてもらう
Alright,
わ。
if you say so, I'll test your skill. Fujine responds strangely. Test your skill, oh no. What the fuck is this? So, with the sound of wind, Fujine takes us outside. She takes the shinai from the wall and glares at Saber. Well, just what is our Fujine thinking about?
あなた、シロを守るって言ったわね。なら少しは覚え
You
があるんでしょ
said you'd protect Shiro, right? Then you must be confident in your skills.
私に剣を持て。
Are you telling me to take a sword?
そうよ。あなたが私より強かったら許してあげます。けど、弱かったら家に帰ってもらう
Yes,
から
I'll prove
ね。
if you're stronger than me, but if you're weaker, I'm sending you back home.
構いませんが。それはどういった理
I
屈
do
で
not
しょう
mind, but what is the purpose of this?
シロを守るのは私だもん。シロが一人前になるまで私がずっとそばにいるんだから。
I'm gonna be the one that's gonna protect Shiro. I'm gonna be by his side until he grows up. It seems Saber doesn't understand what Fujine is trying to say. Of course, no one else around here does either. Yeah, I mean... I think I have an idea, but it's kinda creepy when I think about it.
私より弱いやつはいらないの。
So, I don't need anyone weaker than me.
あなたが私より強いって言うんなら私より頼りになるでしょ。それなら少しはシロを任せてもいいわよ。
If you're stronger than me, you'll be more dependable, right? If that's the case, I can entrust Shiro to you just for a bit. Fujine plays with her shinai as if she's sulking.
わかりました。あなたを納得させれば
I
よいのです
understand.
ね。
So I must earn your approval?
そ うよ。けど私を納得させるのは大変。
Right, but it's not going to be that easy. Just as she says that, Fujine rushes at Saber and attacks with her shinai. What?
藤ねめちゃくちゃだ。
Just like this scene, what the fuck am I watching? What am I reading right now? Man, Fujine's being ridiculous. Not only was that a surprise attack, but she didn't even give Saber a shinai. Are you really a teacher, Tiger? Or yeah, Tiger. Thought I misread that. Saber must be surprised by Fujine's surprise attack as she just stands there distractedly. Fujine's clever attack to the body strikes. And fails. Huh? Fujine tilts her head curiously. That's only natural. It's strange even for those of us watching, so it must be as strange for the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, or strange as the Hanging Gardens of Babylon for Fujine. Saber is still standing. The difference is, she's now holding the shinai Fujine was wielding until now. Is this real? I don't know what's real, but it's certainly true. Saber does not even take a stance. Fujine doesn't move, standing before Saber. Fujine is a kendo expert, said to be unmatched. That experience must have made her realize that the person in front of her is on a completely different level. If you want me to take a stance, I will, but you should be skilled enough to understand already. This is hopeless. Fujine backs away unsteadily and drops to her knees. The contest is over. Do you approve of me? Yeah. Fujine hangs her head and slumps her shoulders. The very moment I think she'll calm down. I'm not reading that. I'm not. Some stranger took Shiro away. God, that's annoying. She starts to cry so loudly that those around her get dizzy. In the end, it took 2 hours to persuade Fujine. Fujine said, "I want to talk a bit," and went into Father's room for 2 hours. When she came out, she nodded and said, "I guess I have to approve of her," with an unhappy face. On the other hand, Sakura is silent. It was getting late, so Fujine ended up walking Sakura home, but Sakura said nothing and merely bowed and went home. Then I'll go back to the outbuilding. Oh. Come to think of it, Tosaka's like this too. Sorry, I bet you think I did something stupid. No, but what you're doing is extra weight in your mind. If you keep doing such things, you'll end up being unable to move. Saying goodnight with a wave, Tosaka leaves. Did you just say sigh? I'm tired. I'll rest early too. Hold on, Shiro. I have something to ask you as well. What is it? Why did you introduce me to everyone? I believe your actions were unnecessary, as Rin said. No reason. I just introduced you because I didn't like it. Shiro, that is not an answer. You have to tell me what you didn't like. Saber draws closer. Was what happened tonight that strange for Saber?
そんなの知るか。ただ飯食ってて、セイバーは一人でいるのかって思ったら嫌になった。
I don't know. I was just eating and I just didn't like it when I thought about you being alone.
強いて言うなら、藤根とさくらにもセイバーを知ってもらっておけば、隠し事も減ると思う。
If anything, I just thought there'd be fewer secrets if I let Sakura and Fujine know about you.
それはあまり意味のあることでは
This
あ
is
りません。
meaningless.
むしろ彼女たちに私の存在を知らせるのはマイナスです。この屋敷なら私の存在は隠し通せるのですから、私は待機していた方がよかった。
Rather, it is a disadvantage to let them know of my existence. I can hide myself in this house, so it would have been better if I was just standing by. What's better? Is she better off being an outcast while we're eating?
そんなことはない。
That's not true.
セイバーが良くても俺が嫌だったんだからしょうがないだろう。こういうの理屈じゃないと思う。
It couldn't be helped because even if it was good for you, Saber, it wasn't good for me. I don't think that it's based on reason. Saying so, I avert my gaze from Saber.
土蔵に行ってくるから先に部屋に戻っていてくれ。
I'm going out to the shed, so go back to the room first. I'll come back after I'm done. There's no response. Turning my back on Saber, who doesn't seem to agree, I head out to the shed. I go outside. The quiet yard lit by the pale moonlight. The winter sky is high and the stars are clear. I sigh without realizing. Tosaka is right. I'm certainly contradicting myself. The me that's trying to go to the shed, avoiding the room Saber's sleeping in. On the other hand, the me that doesn't want to leave Saber alone. Even though I find it hard to deal with Saber as a member of the opposite sex, I can't leave her alone as a human. It's only natural for Tosaka to be disgusted with me.
参ったな。未熟なのは魔術だけだと思ってたけど、精神修行もなってないじゃない。
Jeez, I thought I was only inexperienced in magic, but my mental training is bad as well. I murmur, looking up at the sky absent-mindedly. The night wears on. Since I'm inexperienced, I can't skip my training. I can only refine myself, believing that I can reach something if I continue my effort.